What's good, model manglers? Today, I have a very special video prepared for you. Before we get into the video, though, I'd like to say a couple things. Obviously, I'm going to be doing this every video now, so be prepared. One, any manga you want to recommend me, it's in the Google form down below. And two, if you didn't see the recent news, I hit 1.5k subscribers on this channel, so that means Discord server. The Discord server is also down there. Make sure to join. I'm going to be announcing stuff a lot. This video should be coming out tonight. Maybe it'll come out tomorrow morning. Who knows how things will work, but it should be coming out tonight. I announced it on the Discord. That's where you can give me video ideas. It's where you can give me recommendations. Or if you just want to talk to me, if you want to just talk to me, that's kind of cool. Yeah, so, and I'm going to be active on there a lot more soon. So, yeah, join the Discord. Let's just get into it. So recently, I mean, not really recently, because this is kind of a while ago in a manga haul video, for my birthday, I actually asked you for your least favorite manga. And I'm going to look at them today and go over them. And then depending on your least favorite manga, I'm going to give you the exact opposite manga. And hopefully you like that one as like a recommendation. So yeah, I think this will be a lot of fun. Next video will probably be the other one that was in the other manga video that I probably should have mentioned before. All right, let's just get into the first one. First, from @Bepis, actually, if you don't know, on the Discord server, there's like a group of people in the Discord server that, heavily on the Discord server that already knew each other before. There's already lore in the Discord server, so don't even worry about it. There's already lore. Sorry for the late happy birthday. Even though it's been a few days, I'd still like to make a comment. My least favorite manga has to be Jujika no Rokunin. Okay, I know this manga actually. I want to read it. When it comes to the English, I want to read it because that sounds like fucked up and shit. But like, we'll just read his comment. A revenge story about a bunch of bullies that want to bully the MC into game ending and killing himself. So they get rid of his family and he lives with his World War II vet grandfather who trains him on how to get his revenge. My problem with the series is that the story is so paper thin, the characters even thinner, and that it all ends with a torture scene. The manga handles female characters terribly and portrays the MC as a wannabe stoic serial killer like Dexter but worse. The whole series just comes off as torture and rape porn. Other series that's like that and is just as bad, in my opinion, is Magical Girl Sight. I never heard of that. I couldn't finish it either, series, and ended up dropping both of them. Okay, let me give you a manga. So, from this comment, I'm going to assume you fucking hate gimmicks. You hate when a story tries to do this big gimmick on you, where this is like the reason they sell you on the manga, and you just don't care for it. I feel like you really care for substance in your story, something that you can look at and you can think about. That kind of, and there's nothing wrong with gimmick manga. One of my favorite Versus is one of my favorite manga right now, and it's most definitely a gimmick manga. There's nothing wrong with those. I'm making it sound like they suck, but no, I love gimmick manga. So something with substance, something that is not paper thin, that treats its women good. That sounded weird. A good manga for that. I mean, I don't want to just sit here and recommend Full Night, because I can do that for all of these, but that's a bit boring. I'm gonna give you, this is also a torture. You do not like the torture or rape part of this manga. Maybe you don't like graphic stuff, so I don't want to recommend you something that's super, super graphic, just in case. You know what? You know what I'm going to recommend? I am going to recommend Veil. Veil is a romance manga set. I don't know how you feel about romance manga. You know what? Veil is a great manga. I'm not going to give you a romance manga. I'm going to give you something different. I'm going to give you something in this genre because most of the time when like you're reading in the genres, usually you like the genre, even if it's your least favorite. So this sounds more like a dark action thriller kind of thing. If I had to give you a manga, again, this is always tough because I have so much manga in my collection. I just have so much. Shit. Oh, let me go to this side now. You know what? If you don't have a problem with the torture and stuff, if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for gruesome stuff, but with actual substance to it, I would recommend Homunculus. But if you do not care for the torture stuff, if you really want to stay away from those kind of manga, I will give you action, thriller. I'm going to give you After God. I think you would like After God. Because it's pretty gritty and it's pretty dark, but it has a lot to say about a lot of stuff, about mortality, about how we worship gods, about how we see beauty in other people. It has a lot of stuff like that, and it's really like shown through the main character, and it's not like extremely difficult to understand. So that's what I'm going to give you. Thank you very much for the comment, Beppis. Next, from Machio, he just says JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, I don't know if this is rage bait. This guy didn't really put much. I'm not really going to say much. If you don't like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is wacky, it's goofy, pretty nonsensical at times. It doesn't really make a lot of sense at times. And it kind of just goes with the flow. It kind of just goes off vibes, I'm going to be honest. So a manga that doesn't really do that, it's a bit more dark, gritty, and a more grounded world. I'm going to give you Delicious in Dungeon. I think Delicious in Dungeon is the right amount goofiness. Because JoJo's gets way too goofy. But Delicious in Dungeon grounds itself in its own world and like actually has like a serious tone at some points. Again, a big problem with that manga is that sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, I'm gonna give you Delicious in Dungeon. Unless you want an action manga, then I'll give you fucking I don't even know. I don't even read that much action manga anymore. I'll be honest. I'll give you fucking Made in Abyss. I don't know. All right. From Pokemon Trevor. Happy birthday. A manga I don't really like is Kagurabachi. Pretty much all the characters are forgettable besides Chihiro and his dad. I only read the first 2 volumes, so I may read a little more of it. Kagurabachi, I mean, I could just go off my own problems with the manga. I think, again, like I also think the manga is kind of forgettable, and I think the character designs are really bad, which is honestly my 2 main issues. Something that isn't, I mean, Versus, you want to go with something that isn't forgettable at all. Versus will introduce characters and kill them off the next chapter, and you'll remember exactly what they look like. Like, that's how good the character designs are. Genuinely. Versus is fantastic. Oh, that's a comment about something else. Legendary Crash Out, please stop talking about that. Okay, this one, low-key, valid as fuck. From Zachary Ware 9083. I think this is the guy that said One Piece is shit. Or no, that was Irrelevant Trash. That's a different guy. Whatever. My least favorite manga, and the only one I give a 1 out of 10, is Shaman King. Now, y'all don't know this. I actually read the first volume of Shaman King a long time ago. Y'all don't know. That's some idol manga lore right there. Y'all don't know about that. But, just drop that little piece of lore down there. Just drop the little piece. Let me explain. For one, I read the original series, the singles. And if you don't know, the series was canceled on volume 32 original. And just ended right before the ending. He did several years after the fact. Also, another thing is how much it falls off. It's like I invested 32 volumes of my life for naught. Like it started falling off so fast around volume 26, 27, but I kept reading because I was so close to the end. And then I read to realize it got canceled when it was so close to concluding. It was so buns and made me so mad that my bias took over and made it my least favorite manga of all time easily. Also, happy birthday. Thank you. Honestly, I have the perfect manga for you. It sounds like you liked Shaman King until volume 32, until it ends with fucking nothing. It sounds like you liked it. So I'm going to give you Hiding Closer. Hiding Closer has a very, very similar vibe to Shaman King. And it's very similar, like, as a manga, but way better ending. That ending, I still can't, like, wrap my head around how good that ending was in Hiding Closer. You might be able to find it on eBay for something. It's not like, it is kind of out of print, but it's not rare. Like, it's out there. It's old, but it's not, like, super out of print. You'll probably just be able to find it. I'm repeating myself. Hiding Closer is fantastic. Oh my god, the ending is so good. And yeah, it's just a great manga, man. It just really is. Manga Mados. I tried reading through Otonari Complex, couldn't finish it. The characters are kind of boring. Okay, I'm going to look up what Otonari Complex is because I've never heard of that. So let me look it up right now. God, Otonari Complex. Images. Images. This manga, okay. I have nothing. I genuinely have nothing. It's a romance manga. It looks kind of like a slice of life. I'll give you Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity or Veil. Either of those two, great romance manga. I mean, the Fragrant Flower is way better, but Veil is also really good. I just read Veil. Well, I didn't just read it, but I read it like a couple weeks ago. Still can't get my head around how good that manga was. It seems like you like romance if you're going to read some manga called Otonari Complex. So if you like romance, you like slice of life, maybe give Fragrant Flower a try or Smoking Bomb the Supermarket a try. I think those are really good. And then 2 comments that say happy birthday from Colin North and Gabrielle Merlot. Goats. Okay. All right. Next comment from Steve Clark 1, the GOAT, who I'm pretty sure literally just joined the Discord at the time I'm recording this video. It's not my least liked manga, but I have not liked this current arc of Dandadan. Whoa! Especially Volume 14 ruining its own surprise. I'm giving it one more arc, and if I don't like it, I'm gladly selling the whole series. Whoa! He does not like Dandadan. I love the newest arc. What the fuck? It's probably one of the best arcs. You cannot tell me that what's her name? Valoha or whatever? Valoma? Her scene was insane, bro. That scene was actually so good. That was an insane, like, incredibly emotional scene. You don't like Dandadan, especially you didn't like the newest arc. Maybe you don't like plot conveniences. Dandadan does that a lot, where Dandadan just fucking rips something out of its own ass and just says, oh yeah, this is a power now. Like Gigi just gets like a power for no reason. Momo, if like she says something and believes it enough, it's like her power now. And then it does that a lot. So maybe you don't like that. If I had to give you a manga that doesn't do that, like an action manga, I mean, it's not an action manga. I could just say Blue Lock. I don't know. Fuck, I don't care. Blue Lock is very much like, you can figure out with Isagi like what's going to happen with the main character. Let's see. You don't like the main arc. Maybe it's too goofy. Maybe that's your problem. Again, I don't really know on this, so maybe it's too goofy. Okay. God, it's so hard, like, talking about manga and not reading action manga, man. I read action manga. I just don't read that much, nor do I really, like, care for it that much. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? I have a good manga for you. I feel like this is similar to Dandadan, but it doesn't really have those issues that I had in present. So if you want a manga that's similar to Dandadan that you might enjoy, read Glepner. Glepner is actually really, really good. I had a lot of fun with it. There is like a shitload of they sexualize like this 15-year-old or 16-year-old. So like genuinely, it's every panel. It gets like, at first it's like, okay, Japan's being Japan, whatever. I can just gloss over it. No, it is so egregious, like genuinely awful. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, like that's probably the main issue of the manga. But everything, I mean, Dandadan kind of does that anyway. So Dandadan does that too. Every other manga I think is fantastic, or anything part of the manga I think is great. I think you would really enjoy it if you're looking something like Dandadan. If you want something completely different from Dandadan, go read like Go With the Clouds North by Northwest. That is legit the complete opposite of Dandadan. All right, from Young Toenail. Bro, please change your name. Happy birthday, man. What are your opinions about the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity anime? I'll say this right now. I think it's good. I think it's a lot worse than the manga. I don't really think they translated the style of the manga really well. And a lot of those scenes just, honestly, just seem a lot more cringe, like in motion and in action with voice actors. It just seems so much more cringe than the actual manga. Like, the manga is so much better, in my opinion. I don't know, man, but I was really hyped and I really liked the first 2 episodes. But after that, it was so much misunderstandings and people apologizing or something stupid. That, I didn't dig it at all. Honestly, that's kind of just Japan. That's just Japan, man. Japan just love apologizing. Japan love apologizing. I think it's stupid too. But I'm glad, like, it's misunderstandings, but then they get solved in like the next minute of characters being like, hey, yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to like be that rude. I apologize. Like, at least it's like that. Like, the misunderstandings are solved with apologies. But that's not even a manga. That's not an anime issue. That's just the series issue. So, you know, it's not like I can say, like, oh, the manga's better at that. It might be, just because you might get a different experience, but I don't really think so. I didn't dig it all. Like, episode 6, how over dramatic can something be? Lol, what the fuck? Yeah, it has good moments, and I really like Rentaro as a character, and it can be cute as fuck, but the story so far is kind of mid, man, in my opinion. Maybe the manga is better. I do really like Blue Box, so yeah, I don't dislike romance, cute shit, but I don't know I'm watching. This guy didn't even put a fucking manga, bro. He didn't even put a negative manga. Maybe check out the manga. Maybe. I think the manga is so good. I think it's so good. Go check it out. I think it's extremely cute. I think it's really, really good. It's cute shit, but I don't know I'm watching, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here most of the time? Love you, vids, and happy birthday, bro. Thank you, bro. If you want to wish me a happy birthday, I mean, my birthday passed like a month ago, but if you want to wish me a happy birthday, you can do so on the Discord, just letting y'all know. Birthday, I'd say Komi Can Communicate, and a new series I dropped, Cosmos. Okay, I actually heard Cosmos is good. So, also, Billy Bat is getting an English physical release next year. I'm gonna do a video on my predictions, and I'm gonna give 10 to I might bite the bullet and do 20 predictions. I might just have to do it. 20 manga predictions. Not just about manga getting English releases, but just manga stuff in general. That might be crazy. Okay, yeah, and then another comment says happy birthday. God, bro, like, if you want to release, tell me happy birthday, bro. Just tell me. And then he comments this. Young Toenail did. Least favorite manga must be... Oh, wait, I didn't even say his. Komi Can't Communicate. Okay. I didn't like Komi Can't Communicate either. If you want a slice of life manga, good slice of life, again, I mentioned this before, but Smoking by the Supermarket with You is a genuine slice of life. And Veil. Those are genuine 2 slice of lives that I think are incredible and I think you would love. I just think they're really wholesome, really cute, and really creative too with like their premises. If you want something maybe a little bit different, still like a slice of life kind of tone, but maybe something else is involved, you can go with Blue Box. Blue Box is fantastic. I mean, I don't want to sit here and recommend Kaguya-sama because everyone knows about Kaguya-sama. Like, and it's not really a slice of life. It's like, honestly, it's closer to a battle manga. Let's see. Look, you know what? Welcome to Demon School Arumakun might be your thing. If you like slice of life, Welcome to Demon School Arumakun is just enough slice of life, just enough fantasy, and like just enough goofiness like for my liking. And all 3 are mixed together fantastically. I think it's a great manga. I think you should go read it. Sorry guys, my nose started bleeding. So we're just gonna continue the video. My nose started bleeding. Is it still bleeding? It is. Cool. Okay. From Young Toenail, actually, though. Least favorite manga must be Bakuman. It's probably pretty good, don't get me wrong, but it is the only series I've ever sold in my life, and that after only reading only 2 volumes. It took me so long to finish a volume, and I just didn't care for it to enjoy it, so it wasn't worth my time. Okay. You don't want a manga with a lot of dialogue. I can definitely respect that. I mean, I could just say Blom, but honestly, Blam, or Blom, whatever you want to call it, is so fucking hard to understand. It's not even worth it. I mean, I could just recommend Tower Dungeon. Tower Dungeon has dialogue, but I feel like it's used pretty sparsely. And the dialogue's low-key kind of funny. Like, not just funny, but, like, it actually, like, creates the world around them and, like, creates characterization. And the dialogue is just... It's a very weird kind of dialogue that is very, like, real to life, kind of. I don't know. I just really, really enjoy the dialogue of Tower Dungeon. So, you know, maybe it's for you. First of all, happy birthday from Jawada T. I genuinely haven't read, like, actual bad manga as of now. But the thing I've rated worse is Goodbye Eri. That's literally one of my favorite one-shots. I know it's kind of a hot take, but it was a 6 out of 10 for me at max. The fuck are we talking about? I found it to be boring for most of the manga. I think I have to reread it though, because I kind of tried to rush it and finish it off as fast as possible just to complete it. So I couldn't really enjoy it that much. As of books, do you have any recommendations? I'm trying to get into actual reading for books as well, besides manga. Books? low key, I know this is kind of embarrassing. Get into books for like middle school and high schoolers because they're easy to read and easy to understand, and they're fun as shit. I got a book. I not to shit on my friends. They don't fucking read. They don't read. They were hearing that I read, and one of my friends who legit have not read a book since fucking probably 8th grade. I don't even think he's read books in high school. I've known him since high school. He recommended me a book called Nixia. I guess I'll give that to you. And it was fire. It was the bomb. Like, yes, it was, really easy to read. Yes, it was really fast paced. Yes, it is corny and goofy a lot of the times. That's, what is made for middle schoolers and high schoolers. But it's fire. Like, it was actually like a really good book. I really enjoyed it. So I honestly, if you want to start reading, I say get into that. I would not say like, oh, just start with Brandon Sanderson, because his books are long as shit. They take a while to read, and they're just hard to like. Not even hard to understand. It's hard to read. His style, like you really got to get used to his style. So I wouldn't say like a Brandon Sanderson book. Even like the books I read, I don't think would translate well to you guys' content. I read a lot of like fucking like. Depressing dramas. Like, I don't know if y'all would like really like that. It's not really like close to the manga style that I read, so I don't know if y'all would really fuck with that. I read manga where like the parent like has like indefinite hardship from their child passing away. That's the fucking books I read. Oh, actually, you know what? This is a low-key underrated book. It's very short. You'll finish it extremely quick. It's called I think it's called We Had to Remove This Post. I read it a while ago, like really a while ago. I don't know why I just remembered it, but it's basically a book about these guys who like, they're like working for a job, and they basically work at Facebook or like Twitter. They work at like a, whatever, that kind of company, like just like a social media company. And they, what's it called? They like have to go through like posts, like very like crazy posts, and they have to like see whether it should be allowed on the platform or not. So like every day they're looking at posts of like dogs getting murdered and children dying and arms getting ripped off and people spreading like fucking Nazi propaganda. Like they're just seeing that shit every day, and you just see how it affects like every single one of them. It's low-key, it's not that great. They try to like shoehorn this relationship between the main character and this one girl. They try to shoehorn like this relationship in that I don't really think works in the story, but it is really, really good. Like there's this one scene where one of the characters ends up making friends with like a flat earther and like a Holocaust denier, and they have an entire conversation, and he's like, hey, prove to me the Holocaust happened, huh? Prove it. Were you there? And it's an entire conversation. It's really good. It's really, really cool. Great book. Honestly, like if you really want book recommendations, I'm not the guy to do it because I'm not really in the book spaces. Just go watch like book YouTubers. There's not a lot of men in like that kind of space, but like if you can find like a good, there's a guy named Phil Got Books or Phil Talks Books, something like that. He like genuinely, if you're a guy who wants to get into reading, go visit his channel because that is his entire like that's his audience is just guys who want to get or is reading. Or are reading. Happy birthday. Thank you very much from Steve. From Octzo. Warning, English isn't my first language. It's okay. I read all your guys' comments, and it doesn't seem like English is any of your guys' first language. There isn't really an anime/manga that I hate, but if I had to find one, it has to be Seven Deadly Sins. When the first and second seasons came out like 10 years ago, it was so good, and it had so much potential to be a good fantasy shonen. Like for me, it was refreshing to see a shonen where the MC was already super strong and already knew the world instead of the classic kid where we discover the world through his eye and see him grow. But then the third and fourth season arrived, and the story and animation dropped in quality so hard that I never forgot how disappointed I was. Also, the fact that 90% of the romances are, or borderline are, pedophiles. I don't really need recommendation. I already watched a lot of shonen, but right now I'm watching One Piece. And after that, I'll probably watch Gurren Lagann because everyone says it's incredible. By the way, happy birthday. I'll give you a recommendation anyway. It seems like you watch anime more than manga. I mean, I don't really watch anime though. It's a good anime I watched recently. It's kind of hard to say. Honestly, Kaiju number 8. I haven't watched the anime, but I know where they are in the anime. Season 2. a lot better than season 1. I genuinely, like, at that point, I don't know when it was, probably around volume 5, 6, 7, whatever, that part, like, genuinely, like, a flip of a switch happened, and the series got really, really good. It felt like the author was, like, got confident, and, like, wanted to do his own thing, and then did. I don't know. It just got really, really good. So, if you want to read a good shonen, it starts off very poor. I'd say it starts off very poor, very generic. Go read Kaiju number 8, because it's actually really good. Happy B-Day. Happy birthday. Sun Can Rock. Great Bochiar, but god-awful English ending. Then read something with great art with a good ending. Alice in Borderland. There you go. Easy. Oh, wow. I'm saying a lot. From Memento Mori, the GOAT. We're going to get to him last. Happy birthday. If I had to make a top 3 disliked manga, I'd have to say Chain Soldier, The Promised Neverland, the second half, Goodnight Poon Poon. It's their third least favorite manga. I've only read, this is from Wolf, by the way. Goblin, Wolf, Bastard, that Tyler, the creator. Okay, I've only read the first 2 volumes, and I was mostly just uncomfortable and not enjoying it. Honestly, fair. Let's see, Promised Neverland, second half, got really corny at the end. I've never read Chain Soldier, and and then stuff that's uncomfortable, you don't really like, which is definitely fair. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Low key, I don't know why. I low key want to give you Inuyashiki. Yeah, Inuyashiki. That's your assignment, boy. Inuyashiki. Great manga. Okay, from Cala North. I only read like 1 volume, and it was a Rent a Girlfriend. I have the first box set, but I love Quinn. Okay. Fucking Rent a Girlfriend. Just read 100 Girlfriends. 100 Girlfriends is legit the exact opposite of Rent a Girlfriend. Because the 100 Girlfriends, 1, the main character is the greatest human being alive. And 2, I heard this from another creator, and it's genuinely facts. It is the most female supporting manga ever. Not, how do you say, not female support, like what's the, female empowering. That's the word I was looking for. It is genuinely female empowering. I will die on this fucking hill. I know you'll look at the title. I know you'll look at the panels. I know you'll look at the scenes or whatever. You'll say, this is just fan service. It's fucking nothing. No, I'm genuinely serious. It is female empowering. It is incredibly written. It's so good. And you'll be supporting female artists because the artist is a woman. So good for you. Alvin says happy birthday. People have been saying, who is Alvin's? People have been like, oh shit, is that Alvin's? Hi, Alvin's. Is that, oh my God, hi, Alvin. Who the fuck is Alvin? Okay, this guy just, Alex YZ7, happy birthday, JJK, is just so terrible. Okay, JJK, opposite of JJK, opposite of JJK, opposite of JJK, opposite of JJK. You know what, I just read this literally today. Witch Atelier, you're welcome. Witch Atelier is fire. Okay. Finally, from Memento Mori, we are going to read it. Happy birthday, my least favorite manga. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this. It's, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. He put, like, it as a, what is it called? The fucking things where you, like, shorten something by only putting the first letter. Laser is one of them. OMG, LOL. Acronym. There we go. Is that time I got reincarnated as a slime. It was like a 4 out of 10 in my opinion. I read the first 3 volumes and I was so bored. I've never really been invested in any isekai I have read/watched besides Read Zero. But this one was by far the worst. I've heard from some of my friends that the first 3 volumes were some of the better volumes in the series. So once I heard that I knew it wasn't for me, I knew it wasn't for me. I'm still slowly reading it to see if it gets better, but I do not have any expectations, which sucks because I thought I would really enjoy it from how much praise it has been getting. By any means, I'm not saying it's a bad manga, but most isekai just can't hook me. ReZero being one of the only exceptions. Sorry, I'm just looking out my window. It's like getting really dark. After this, I'm gonna have to go read and then probably I don't know, make love. Okay, let's see. reincarnated slime. You don't really like isekai. You know what? I'm going to give you 2 manga that are technically isekai, but they don't really follow into that category. One is Alice in Borderland. Y'all don't know this. Alice in Borderland is an isekai. He gets translated to another world. Now, it doesn't have the medieval shit. It doesn't have the extreme fan service. I mean, there is like a sex scene in it, but it's not like for fan service. Is there a sex? Yeah, there's like a small one, but it's genuinely not fan service. What else? Yeah, it doesn't have any of these isekai tropes. It is literally, by definition, an isekai, but it's not any isekai tropes. It is legit, guy gets transported into another world. That's it. Second one is Versus. Versus is more like a bunch of universes or a bunch of worlds gets transported and combined into one world. It's kind of like Lego Dimensions. It's honestly nothing like Lego Dimensions, but just say it like it is, because that game was fire back in the day. I never played Lego Dimensions. I had a friend who did. I had a friend who was really, really rich. I mean, I wasn't like poor or anything, but he was really rich, and he had all the fucking Lego Dimensions, bro. He had the platform. He had every fucking character on the planet Earth. He bought all of them. I remember we were hanging out one day. I remember his name, too. His name was Spencer. I remember we were hanging out one day, right? And they legit, while we were hanging out, more Lego Dimensions came into the mail, and then we started building those. I don't even remember how old I was. I was low-key, this sounds like I was like 6 years old. I was kind of like a preteen teenager. Like, I genuinely was. So, I don't know why I'm talking about Lego Dimensions. But yeah, Versus. It's just an incredible manga. It does kind of have, not really those tropes. It's by the author of Mob Psycho and One Punch Man. It doesn't really have those tropes, but it is very like anime-y, which you might not prefer. If I had to go with another one, I want to give you like an isekai that's like an actually good isekai, but I don't read isekai either, so I can't give you one. If you just want something for fun, I could recommend The Hitman Stands. The Hitman Stands is decent. There's a lot of fun moments. I think they handle the tone really well between like him killing people and then him wanting to love his idol and just being a good fan of an idol. They handle the tone really well, in my opinion. And yeah, Hitman Stands is really good. I think that's going to be the end of the video. I think that's going to be it. Couple refreshers. Oh, 2K is the Q&A. 2K is the Q&A. I'll either do a live stream or I'll do a post about it, whatever. I'll figure out something. Yeah. I think it's, oh yeah. And then any recommendation you want to give me, just leave it down below. And then join the Discord server. It's actually heat. It's fire. I'm actually literally about to join it right now. Okay, bye y'all.